Okay, right now we're going to take a look at some word problems involving triangles, so you might want to pause this video and write this problem down if it hasn't been given to you on a worksheet. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, since we know that we have a triangle, we could use the triangle sum theorem to essentially say that the three angles of a triangle are going to sum up to 180. So once we get expressions for those three angles, we're going to be able to put them in. Okay, so we've got three angles to this triangle, so let's say the measure of angle 1 is equal to, the measure of angle 2 is equal to, and the measure of angle 3 is equal to, and we'll get ourselves set up for some expressions. In the word problem it says one of the angles is half the measure of another. So if we call the first guy x, we would call the second guy 1/2 of x because it's half the measure of the first guy. And then it says the third angle here is equal in measure to the sum of the measures of the first two. Well, the measures of the first two are x and 1/2 x, so the third angle is going to be the sum of x and 1/2 x, which would give us 3/2 or 1.5x. So here are our three angles, x, 1/2 x, and 3/2 x. And we can go ahead and substitute those into our triangle sum theorem equation over here, and we get x plus 1/2 x plus 3/2 x equals 180 degrees. There's more than one way to handle solving this equation, but a lot of people like the idea of just getting rid of the fraction. So you multiply the entire fraction by 2, because 2 is what's in the denominator of your fractions, and you're going to go 2 times x is 2x, and then you're going to go 2 times 1/2, and if you want to do 2 times 1/2 over here in the margin, you've got 2 times 1/2, and if you make 2 a fraction, 2 over 1, you can cancel the 2's and you're left with 1 or 1x. So this is 2x plus x, and then 2 times 3/2, you're going to go 2 times 3/2, the 2's cancel and you're left with 3, so it's plus 3x, and this is the area that really students forget, is to multiply also by the other side of the equation. So 2 times 180 is 360 degrees. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is combine like terms, and we're going to end up with 6x equals 360, and we divide both sides by 6, and we should get x equals 60. So we want to find the measure of all three angles. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug into our expressions. If we plug into x, that's easy. We've got 60 degrees. Half of x would then be 30 degrees, and if we took 3/2 or 1.5 and multiplied it by 60, we'd end up with 90 degrees. So our angles are 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees, and it's a very good sign that those three angles sum up to 180. It doesn't guarantee that we're correct, but if they didn't sum up to 180, then we would know we did something wrong.